Moicano wants money. How you doing, fellas? It's me, Satoshi Guapamoto, and I'm here to celebrate the fact that Moicano is the first ever Bitcoin champion in the UFC. All right? Am I from the future? Yeah, I am. And I'm telling you right now, Moicano wins, and he's going to push the Bitcoin agenda, the Gen Z BTC agenda on a world stage as the new lightweight champion of the world. Now, against all odds, he has been able to succeed and become the champion. Under normal circumstances, this would never happen. Moicano is just not equipped to beat a lifelong wrestler, Sambo champion, and world-class striker like Islam on short notice. But one way to look at it is this. Islam's fighting Moicano on short notice. He didn't have time to prep for the fact that he could not afford to lose. He was not prepared to fight someone who could not afford to lose. I cannot afford to lose. And because he could not afford to lose, the only thing he could afford to do was win. Then he's putting his entire check into real money, which is Bitcoin.
I think the most important thing that you ask is not how much Bitcoin gonna be in price, because that's not what Bitcoin is about. I think Bitcoin doesn't have a top because fiat currency doesn't have a bottom. I have been living in America for 7 years, and on these 7 years, my purchasing power just collapse. If you try to afford a home nowadays, you can't, like especially young people. 100% the strategic reserve will be the only way to get out of debt in America. They could do just like Michael Saylor is doing with MicroStrategy. They could just buy Bitcoin and hold long enough, and with the appreciation of the asset, we could get out of debt. January 20, Trump gets into the office, and if he is follow his promises that he did on Nashville on the Bitcoin conference, I think the price will skyrocket. If America doesn't adopt the Bitcoin, don't create a strategic reserve, somebody else will do. Whoever's buy the Bitcoin first is going to be rich. And I want America to be rich, to be prosperous, and to be the biggest economy for the next 100 years. So I would strongly advise Mr. Trump to fulfill his promises.
Moicano understands very clearly the importance of what Satoshi invented, how Bitcoin affects younger generations' ability to own assets, and the fact that companies like MicroStrategy are running the playbook in order to succeed in the 21st century, and that the United States has to follow suit if they want to make it. Donald Trump, he might not do that. I'm going to be honest. He's fat, old, and retarded. That's not a good combination, okay? He's got meme coins. He's got altcoins. He's hanging out with the Ripple CEO and all these other dorks and bums, because at the end of the day, he is a grifter, and he does only care about making as many fiat dollars as possible. He is not smart enough to understand the technology, and he's certainly not humble enough to understand Bitcoin. Now, some of his sons, they get it, but at the end of the day, they're not the ones making all the decisions. Back to Moicano. This man is now the lightweight champion. You can come back to this video, you can be like, oh my goodness. This guy, he knew something that nobody else knew. And guess what? Guess what? If it's all wrong, I'm not deleting the video. You can go ahead and hate on me in the comments, because clearly I am delusional. But at the end of the day, I want to see a Bitcoiner in every single high position possible. I want Bitcoiners to be the best of the best while it's still a small niche, to the point where Bitcoiners are winning in all aspects. It's already obvious that the Bitcoiners who are holding Bitcoin, we're the ones winning. That's why we're getting richer than everybody else. Like, it's easy. Our purchasing power continues to increase no matter where we are. And more people begin to accept Bitcoin because that's the only real money that actually keeps its value. But I need Bitcoiners winning in sports, okay? I need Bitcoiners winning in academics. I need Bitcoiners winning everywhere, all right? At the end of the day, Islam's one of my favorite fighters of all time, okay? But at the end of the day, more importantly, having the Bitcoin protocol at the top of the list, at the top of the priorities list, having Bitcoin as the centerpiece, front and center, out on a world stage, I think that's more important. And Moicano, he's a Bitcoiner. He gets it. And for that reason, I'm backing that man and winning. And when this video, comes up, you guys can go and check. Is he the lightweight champion? I say, yes, he is. because somehow Bitcoiners just have a way, a sly roundabout way of constantly winning, 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 and these wins just keep compounding. And I want to see it again. That's really all I have to say. A lot more videos back on the way. I was sick, guys. All right. Sorry for leaving y'all hanging, but I'm not going anywhere. You feel me? So a lot of great content coming back. And I appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to comment about it. Share it. If I was right, share it. Come on now. Clip this, share it. Tell them that I was ahead of my time. You know what I'm saying? And again, the Bitcoiners will inherit the earth, man. In all aspects, not just financial, also in the realm of mixed martial arts. So let's go, Moicano. Let's do it.